Outside this hall, if you see Rajee in a public place, please do not approach him without an invitation to do so. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. I think we can begin now. Welcome. Just for your information, those who are joining from online, the audience mic somehow is not picking up in this broadcast, so you won't be able to hear so clearly what questions are being asked. I will try to repeat those questions as and when possible. Right. I just want to begin with the introducing a little bit what mostly happens in these meetings and what does it, so that it becomes clear to you, and also you can make best use of this time together, because we have almost 2 hours together, in which I will be picking up questions from online also, and also I will be answering your questions who are here. First question is, can you hear me well till the end, everybody? Okay. I myself have been a meditator all my life, and at some point I maybe had some interest of being a teacher, but that got dissolved very quickly, and seeing the trap, it was a trap to be a teacher like this at that time when we only know the conceptual things. So it dropped by itself very quickly in just like some time. And since then, I never had any desire to be teacher or to be special or to be anything other than what I am, without any effort, like. So then, why this teaching, this sharing is happening is something like a power inside which compels me to share, and I don't really feel like fixing myself to a certain pattern or certain style of teaching, or you can say like a setup of teaching also. That's why I welcome everybody who want to talk to me in any form, in anywhere. But I found over the period of last few years that it is not practical to discuss these things in a restaurant, for example, in a public place, for example, or when you are in a hurry, for example. So I found it is better to have a kind of a gathering together and we talk like this and see what happens. Every meeting is fresh, and exploration of what is right now here, which includes me and which includes you also. So I am the truth, and you are also the truth of this moment. And if you have a desire to explore it, it seems I also have a corresponding desire to help you explore it. Right? It's something much more immediate and conceptual and learned, or or like a continuity from the past, even from my past sessions. It's something more immediate in this moment. And those of you who have been joining regularly know that how it is. The purpose of these meetings, I found generally, not that I decided, but I found that why this meeting continues is self-discovery. The interest that is felt from inside, this power which compels me to share, want to help being discover who they are. And for that, sometimes it is required to have some discussions which may not be seen directly connected to the discovery of ourselves, and yet they will ultimately help. But the purpose and the focus of this meeting and any other meeting like this with me is to discover who we are in the real time right now. So it is a discovery, not a discourse. Try to see the difference. So I'm not be talking to you unless you want me to. You want to talk to me and want to look together and anything like that. Otherwise, I will be happy to sit with you for some time until I feel okay and then walk out of this place. I try to see that the best use you can do, you can make of this time is by being immediate right now where you are and what do you really want. If you have too many questions, there are all chances that you are carrying your past here. You are okay? You are fine? Yeah, please. I would invite all of you to come in this room first, then ask questions. If you are carrying your past too much, like too much information inside, and the homework that you have been doing, not to come here, but in your life and in the form of living life or in the form of doing sadhana, then chances are that we will not have a real meeting here. I invite all of you to have a real meeting here first. Then if you really feel inside to ask a question, then ask a question. Because I don't see myself at all different than you, except one thing, that it doesn't seem like I have any need inside anymore to be, to become, to grow, to correct, in any way. And there is some relax has happened inside me, right? Which is not being taken away anymore by any activity that comes out of me or any life event. You know, life events still affect my body and mind, and still there is something which is never affected. And that something is what I feel your truth also. And I invite all of you to discover that today. So now if anybody want to say anything, I welcome all of you. I also have to keep an eye on the friends. Uh, Lauren, Nitish also online. Right. Welcome. You. I'm okay to help you uh, grow in the direction you want to grow. I'm happy to help you reach faster where you want to reach. But I feel that is also a, a false state of the being, because the being does not really need to grow. It doesn't need to reach anywhere else. I'm happy to help you because I love you. But I want to also tell you that this is not where you will find eternal peace and joy. Your eternal peace and eternal joy is in you who is searching for it, not where you are searching, not the journey that you are completing. That is just a way to avoid meeting yourself inside yourself. It was necessary for you to have enough consciousness, sensitivity, so you can sense yourself beyond body mind. But the purpose has been served already. That evolution, that growth has happened already. Now there is no need to put condition that I am not yet ready to wake up. Have you explored inside yourself? I want to tell you it is as easy as just turning your attention inside and exploring what is inside you.
Namaste, Master. How are you? Thank you so much for having us. Um, you said turn the attention inside. In my experience, there seems to be 3 points of attention that turn. Is it that we just turn the primary center and then wait, or are we supposed to turn all 3?
Can you explain me what are the 3 ones? All these 3 attention.
In front of the screen, it's almost like the screen itself. It's an arm out to create the sense of a being, and these 3 points make up, in essence, who we are as human beings. And when the inner attention flips, it feels like then we're drawn back into the source. So my question is it important to focus on all 3, or is just the heart center, if we can call it that, enough?
I feel that what you have to do is turn your attention inward as an all-inclusive statement. So you have to turn all of your attention inward. And this attention which can be turned inward is also the same attention which turns outward. It's a dynamic energy. It can go out and it can go in also like that. And now how deep it can go in is what we mostly know as spiritual growth, or the effort that we are trying, and the struggle also of the seeker of truth. That trying to go deeper inside yourself and enjoying also, have reached the depth of yourself, and then losing again, coming out and not able to stay inside yourself. These kind of reports are quite common, isn't it? So please know that the purpose of turning your attention inward is not to stay inside yourself. It is to recognize who you are beyond this attention. Meaning, who you are beyond yourself actually. This attention is what you are right now. Or do you know yourself beyond it? Do you know yourself anything other than this attention? It's a simple question. Take it as a challenge also if you want, and find out and tell me. And does anybody in this room know themselves beyond the attention? Or separate from the, independent of the attention? Do you know yourself independent of the attention? Are you not a slave of attention generally when you don't know yourself? If not, find out who you are, who is master of the attention. So the purpose of turning attention inward is to discover who you are beyond the attention. And this, what is beyond the attention and discovered by the attention, is actually the master of it. And only upon discovery of this point inside yourself, you can be free from the slavery to attention, which is slavery to mind actually. So the purpose is not to kind of create steps inside like this, but it is to bring all of your attention inside. And when all of your attention goes inside, you don't feel that you have a mind. You don't feel that there is a thinking, that my attention is inside and I am still seeing thoughts. You don't see that. You cannot. Because all of the attention is inside. How can you know that there is a thought, there is a body? You don't even feel the body. Just for one moment, you are not feeling the body and not feeling the thoughts or anything, because all of your attention is inside. And this is where the discovery of yourself takes place. Like something is recognized by you. Now, who are you right now is not relevant. Like the one who is discovering is not relevant. What is relevant is what is being discovered. And what is being discovered is actually the same who is discovering it also. Although this one feels I am the attention going inside myself. Although it is this inside which is being discovered by itself. But in the absence of mind, you can say. In the absence of mind, discovery of self happens naturally. So one has to just have some courage to be absent from the mind. You being the attention right now has to be absent from the mind, and where you can be absent. The mind is everywhere. Whenever you move, it is mind. When you don't, it is not. So either you don't move at all or move your attention inward. This is what I hope it is understood.
Thank you, Master. But I was just curious, what is there Is there a simple pointing to how to begin the process and then
Yes, totally. This is what I call simple seeing 3 steps. It is on YouTube. For last 2-3 years, I think 2-3 years back it was shared, and it is so powerful, so useful, and has been effective for so many beings. It is called simple seeing 3 steps. First step, I will just explain to you. I mean, it is for those for whom no technique works. This will work for sure. I mean, if you want to finish things. If you don't want to finish things, it is a totally different story. Then you can blame anything. That, no, it's not a nice technique. But if you want to finish, there is nothing left in this technique, which your mind doesn't stand any chance here. And it's not really a technique, it is something very different. So the technique is very simple. I want to share with online friends and all of you here. The first step is if possible, like best would be to close your eyes and just see what you see inside yourself. All of you can do it right now. I invite all of you to do it right now. That you can just close your eyes, do your best, and you only see what you see inside yourself. When I say only see, I mean don't label it. There is no need to define and differentiate between the thoughts and feelings, sensations, and anything else. Everything is like one field of view. You are the seer, seeing it. There are many things which at first you will not notice, which are present inside you. Slowly you will see that they are also there, like subtle feelings, like uh, movement of thoughts or any other sensation. And you are just seeing these things with this understanding that it is important for me to see them so that I can kind of get detached from them just for some time, just for one moment, for few minutes only. It's not a technique to be done for years. It is a technique to be done for 12-15 minutes total, including all 3 steps. So the first step right now, where you are, is to just see everything that is inside you. The focus here is not on defining what you see. The focus here is not in going deep in what you are seeing right now inside you. Focus is on remembering that I can see this, and so I am the seer. Everything is included. There are only 2 divisions here. Basic division is I am the seer of this, whatever I am seeing. The second division will be revealed in the second step. Don't try to don't chase anything that you see inside you. Don't move with what is moving inside you. You stay as you are still, and you just only continue seeing and confirming that I can see this. In this way, neither you will go to sleep, nor you will get involved in what you are seeing. Just remembering and reminding yourself again and again that yes, I can see this. This is the first step. Second step, when you have got enough amount of attention detached from what you are seeing inside, now use this attention to stay as the seer only. Now don't move at all and don't even care to bother if you can see this or that. The only fact that is necessary here is that I can see. What you can see does not matter anymore now. In the first step, it was a relation between what you see, and this relation was used as a bridge to more and more come back to the seer that you are, to confirm and remind yourself that I am the seer. Now there is no need to use any object of perception inside you as a means to come back to yourself. You have sufficient energy, attention available to you, detached from what you are habitually engaged with. Now stay as the seer only, just for 2 minutes. Now, seer nature is seeing, so you are seeing. It is true. But what you are seeing does not matter now. More like a mirror, more like a mirror of awareness. Everything is being reflected, being seen, but nothing is given value more than anything else. So there is no previous, present, and next for you. It is more like a flow in front of you, inside you, happening. But you are more feeling and staying as a seer. This is second step. Third step is, now that you have sufficient stability in being a seer, now turn your attention towards the source of seeing. Now try to figure out inside yourself, not thinking about it, but feeling and trying to sense from where you are seeing right now. Inside yourself. You are seeing from inside yourself. But from where exactly you are seeing right now inside yourself? Everything. So the now focus on this third step is to find the source from where you are seeing. Find not like find outside of yourself, but finding the source in yourself only. So you are the seer and you are the source of seeing also, somewhere inside, deep inside yourself. Don't expect anything, be neutral and authentic. If you don't find anything, it is fine. But now you are facing the center from where you are seeing, not the objects of perception in the form of thoughts, feelings, emotions, or any other movement inside you. Now your back is uh, all the objects of perceptions are behind your back. What you are facing right now is the source from where you are seeing. This is an exploration, not a search. You don't have to improve anything here. You don't have to bring anything into a certain state. You just have to explore what is already here. Because seeing is here, it has been confirmed by you. Now you are just trying to figure out, explore from where exactly you are seeing inside yourself. This is third step of simple seeing. And I very strongly suggest and also sometimes jokingly say that you must keep a alarm clock with you when you are entering into this third step, because you may be lost in the bliss of yourself. This is the bliss and peace of your own self inside yourself. You may not actually come out for hours once you touch it. Right now I will work as an alarm for you because we have limitation of time here. Now you can tell me how are you? What happened to you? Do you want to say something now?
Um, It's like the seeing is emanating from some point here. But it also feels like there's still something that is not in surrender to it.
Yeah.
The mind is still operating from that power, still using that power to operate itself. How does one surrender that?
The only surrender that is necessary, surrender of the mind to the heart, is to convince your mind, meaning to yourself in the mind state, that it is absolutely appropriate and necessary to explore what is in the heart. Only do that. Once you, whoever you are right now, undefined, gets the taste of the joy of the heart, it will be sufficient for you to stay in the heart, and mind will follow. Mind energies will follow you. You do not have to force your mind to surrender itself to your heart. You stay in the heart like this, and everything is done. You don't have to really think about mind at all. Mind is your shadow. Mind is your activity, basically. But you are the very uh, life energy. You have been living in the mind, and it has created a reality in it also. And that's why now you feel it is something separate from you and can attack you. It can attack you if you fight with it. Because now you will taste duality here, you and mind. If you don't fight with it, you only go in your heart. And if mind somehow gets confused at some point, that why I should explore the heart, that much you have to do. Talk, think, discuss. And when mind has come into this state where it is seen clearly the value of exploration of into the heart, that is more than sufficient. No need to clean your mind, no need to correct anything in the mind level at all. Because you will be in the mind state trying to correct mind state. Doesn't work. It has not worked. I have myself tried, and I have seen so many seekers of truth for decades actually. Doesn't work that way. The power of the heart is the only power which can pull the mind into itself, suck the mind into itself. Mind cannot force itself to surrender to the heart unless it is seen that there is nothing left in the mind or what mind can produce. But then, what is there that you can experience and is not produced by the mind in the life? Everything, 100%. 100% of the life experiences are produced by the mind state only. Because it is not about what experience of life we are having, it is about who is having it. The mind is having the life experience. It is called mind-produced experiences of life. And heart experiences, same objects, same people, same path, same road and door and wall and everything. It starts revealing its reality. So don't believe that what I see in you right now is same as what you see in me. It's not true. Your capacity of seeing is limited to your position from where you are seeing. So I want to actually say this, that my respect for you is much more than your respect for me actually. Because you don't still see what is here, and I see what is there, deep in you, your heart, the light that you have. I hope it is sufficient.
Thank you, Master.
I feel the mind or ego state is like a shell, like an energetic shell, and it is invisible. And so whenever you go inside, you don't find the ego. You cannot find the ego. You are in the ego state. State is like let's say sleep state, for example, drug state, for example. In the drug state, how can you find out that you are in the drug state or not? In the sleep state, how can you find out you are in sleep state or not? Or in the dream state, how can you find out you are in the dream state or not? A great amount of intelligence and alertness is necessary. Even to detect little bit that all that I know is a dream state. All that I know is just a sense of knowledge. It needs a great intelligence to see this. That I don't really know anything at all. You know, the only way I feel is there for all of us is to discover who we are. That really cuts off all this spiritual journey and the struggle that is there. And this is the way. Go inside yourself, either through simple seeing, as I have discussed, shared with you, or self-inquiry. And the self-inquiry has to be immediate, not a practice. Self-inquiry cannot be a practice. It has to be a series of attempts. Like simple seeing also, series of attempts, not past attempt in continuation, present attempt in continuation with the past attempt. No such thing. This is spiritual growth, not awakening. Awakening happens, either it happens or it doesn't. And you have to continue trying until it happens. But don't believe that you are growing. This growth is whose growth? You believe my growth. And who is this my? It is the ego state. It is the false state from which we are trying to wake up. So now this ego state has this kind of power that it can produce attractions more and one after another. Even in the awakened state, as a last offering to the to yourself, it produces that state of awakening. Like I'm in an awakened state, like, and mostly it is detected very quickly by those who are really awake that it is also a kind of a state, like kind of a maintained thing, not like free thing. So even this kind of subtle things are produced by it. Some of you who are here, who are with me continuously now know what I'm talking about. It produces in you like a sense of like, I'm awareness now. You are awareness, but you don't have to say this. You don't have to remember this. You don't have to think about it. It is more like like a like like if a apple tree had a voice, he would say, I'm a fruit. And you ask which fruit you are. I don't know which. What do you mean by which? Are there different kind of fruits? You would say, yeah, there are oranges and apples and like this. And he says, okay, so tell me how they look like what are the properties and qualities of apple and oranges. And then upon listening, apple tree says, yes, I'm apple tree. But is apple tree, this statement applies to the apple tree or it applies to the listener? It applies to the listener only. Apple tree doesn't care whether it is called apple tree or green tree or orange tree. In the same manner, when you are really awareness, it doesn't matter whether you call I am awareness or not. It is for those who listen and care about words and things like that. Your natural state is beyond all the expressions which come out of it. Although they are also fresh every day, and yet none of them can define fully what you are doing. This is what you are doing. I want to invite all of you like this. Discover who you are. I feel your time has come to discover. And this is my feeling. Feel free to have a different opinion about it. Because my love does not want to bind you in any way, including this suggestion or anything that you should follow what I'm saying. No, feel free to not listen. Feel free to not value also. If you also have some strong reason which you know or don't, but still want to be here, just for that. Anybody else want to ask anything? The most valuable tool you can say given by light for a seeker of truth is the immediacy of this moment. Not only in this meeting, but everywhere, wherever you are. If I can say like this, mostly you will find, I'm talking to the seeker of truth that you are, that mostly you will find your life divided in two major parts. One is the activity of life which is connected to the preparation, maintenance of life. And another is your free time, where you may use it to experience life. Experience means arranging life in such a way that you can have new experiences that you want, in the form of going to a mountain, having a new relationship, a car or bike or phone or anything. But at this time also you can use in exploring the immediacy of this moment. What exactly is happening in this moment? And who I am, what is my relation with this, what is happening. This I call exploration of this. I did not find a better name than this, for this reality, which cannot be really divided. It is that you move, or your mind moves and you get attached to it, that it feels like I am separate from this. Which is okay, it is the experience of separation, which gives us experience of movement. Experience of movement in time and space. It is totally fine. But it's an experience, not a reality. If you stop and explore what is this, what is here right now. Not the items of it, not items in the view, but the very container in which these items are happening, including you. You will discover something so deep. You will break out of your experiential limitation and the sense of separation into the reality of life, which is oneness. Naturally so. You don't have to put things together and stitch them together to experience oneness. You cannot avoid experience of oneness if you approach it rightly. The right approach, I feel, is stop rejecting anything in this moment. If you want to explore this moment, be free from any engagement with anything that is happening here. And this is only you can do, not your mind. Mind is trained to do things. Mind is not trained to not do anything. But you are naturally inclined and interested in not doing anything. And that's why I'm speaking to you. You can understand what I'm saying. Without doing anything, you are coming home. But precisely without doing anything, you can come home. Not by doing anything. If you do, you are out of your home. Your stillness. Your stillness of this moment, or stillness of this moment, or thisness is your home. This is what you are actually. You are your home and you are one actually. What experiences movement also experiences returning home inside itself. And you are not this. You are the space and time in which experience of movement takes place. And you are the container in which space and time happens. Let me just say that this time. Online friends, I'm not reading all your messages, but if there is any question, you can write in this live chat where you are writing your greetings. I will read it. I will try to answer it also. I'm actually happy to see some of you who are Pallavi, Meghna. We met in Goa and we are meeting here. It's nice. No? Also, beautiful friends from Gujarat, also Ramuji. I, some friends also mentioned from Sandeep also.
Sandeep.
Yeah, he mentioned you and some other friend will come. Like, okay. Nice, nice. I mean, it's beautiful. We never met before. And so nice to meet like the first time. Because we don't have any background. This background is very vicious thing. Then you will see me as Rajee and a particular person and so on. It's very nice. At least you can have a fresh look at me before you reject me as any valuable value, like, at least you have a better chance to see. I feel it's nice, really nice. Because all we need is to be free from past, nothing else. Free means not like burning the past, but trying to burn the past also is a part of the experience where we give value to the past and to the memory, and that's why it becomes past. So being free from past means giving less and less value to the memory. Because there is no past really. You can live this moment, you can fill your heart with this moment or with what is happening right now, or you can keep filling your heart and space with what happened, the memory of it. Although there is no past, but you may still live in past. You have this choice, I guess. So it's nice. Also, I don't remember your name.
Jihan.
Jihan. Because I met him in Rishikesh, but I don't still remember his name also. Risha? Yeah. But it's still very nice. And you are Kavita? Kavita?
Yeah, I'm Kavita. Friend of Kiran.
I mean, if you can sense now that all I'm trying to do here is to help you see more, which probably you have not seen yourself because of being busy in life or in a spiritual journey. You did not get a chance to stop and see. I'm just helping you see life. I really don't have anything to give you, which you already don't have. Because if I give you, I will also give you a belief that you need something from outside. I don't want to give you any such beliefs. I want to help you discover that you are so complete already. Just that you are not exploring and living yourself. That's all. So this is what also I see is happening. If you are taking home anything from here today, it is not my responsibility because I did not give you anything. It is credit goes to you and claim and blame both to you. I mean, what can I give you which will survive in time? And what value anything can have if it doesn't survive in time? If it changes, it's changing continuously. Can I give you anything or can you receive anything from anywhere which can be like never changing? Even our great states within us, state of silence, peace, joy, they change. That is the struggle of the seeker of truth, of the meditator. That the state of peace has been discovered and you lose it. It is affected by movement of life, by events of life. I want to tell you, this is not your true state. Let me explain to you. Your true state is like an aura coming out of your true nature, like a perfume which continue coming out of your true nature. And it does not need to be maintained. Yourself is eternal, and so is your true state. If this state changes, it is not your true state. If this state need to be maintained, it is not your true state. Basically, neither your true self need to be maintained, nor the state which come out of it. From where you can live life as a center, like it becomes like a center for you, like a center without a center. Like, don't try to maintain anything. You can surrender everything to the truth, to the discovery of yourself, inside yourself. So now, please, anybody say something. I've been speaking.
So when you say no change,
You
I
can
think
just
everybody can hear me.
yeah, I think so. I'm fine.
You said there is there is no change. Isn't it dynamic that there will be continuous change?
There is no change. Did I say there is no change?
That when we look inwards,
Ah.
there is no learning from outside. There is no, you're not going to take something from here when you go.
Yes,
Right?
yes, yes.
And I felt that you said that it is then constant. There will be, you're not taking anything inside you. Whatever you need is already inside you. So my first question is that is this going to be dynamic? Is this going to change? And also in our state, we have tried to do this, but it's like a flash, you know. You go in outside the world and you're overwhelmed with whatever happens. You watch your breath, you try to be there, and you get flashed out and you're. So we often try to do some type of chanting or something. And understanding and chanting goes hand in hand. Do you still do that?
I will explain to you what you're like. I will answer you in the manner that it will help you. It doesn't really matter what I do. What you are calling your state of peace is basically that portion of your consciousness, of your dynamic consciousness, of consciousness of the mind field, which has been affected by your true state in some way. Like it has been blessed by your own self, and that's why it has become peaceful for some time. What you did to do that is not really primary. It could be chanting, it could be meditation, it could be a good hug to someone you love. It aligns you to your deeper reality, yourself, which does not move. And that kind of start emitting out of itself into the dynamic field, which is called mind field or myself or my experience of life, and so on like this. But it will be temporary because this field is dynamic. This field where you experience life is dynamic. So it will be flushed out. Meaning now this field, dynamic field has to be filled by experiences. Right now it is filled by the experience of peace. Now some other experiences which are coming and affecting this field, they will fill it, and that's where you will feel that you have lost your peace. You are going to lose it. Be ready to lose it because it's not true peace; it's the experience of peace. And beyond that is your true state. Deeper than that is your true state, which never changes. Even the state does not change. Even the state is peaceful. What to say of your true self from where the true state comes out? Even your true state does not change. Like there's a peace which is constantly there, regardless of whatever you do, regardless of what happens in your life. Like if I can be more practical, now I come to me also. You ask me, so I will tell you. I don't mind sharing what happens to me. I don't see myself as a very special being or something. I see that body state changes based on food and sleep and rest and work and so on. Mind state also, whatever is inside. You can say mind, feeling, whatever, all together, combined together. The dynamic field changes based on the life activities. Like nice view, like this. And oh, it's too crowded, like this. All of this changes, it keeps changing. But there is a background inside which never changes. Which is like a piece. I mean, I can never stop, singing the song of praise for this, what is beyond it, which is inside me now, has been recognized and given value, and resting is happening here. So now what is happening is that I am enjoying myself beyond this dynamic field more than the dynamic field or any experience that is happening here, including the experience of peace. Even the love, lot of love is present. when it is shared with all of you, there are even more beautiful experiences around the way. When you are ready to be empty after every experience, life will give you more and more experiences. This being empty is like a process in the beginning, because we are not fully empty. When we feel I'm just empty right now, you're not really. If you let yourself be more and more empty, then your experience of life also grows in depth. Like you feel deeper experiences of life. In the same manner, like you are talking to some friend, you have a friend and you talk every day, and now it will be different experience, deeper experience, more rich experience. With the same friend, same talk, everything same. Even the same person is not changing, but you are changing. You are giving way to your purity, meaning you are letting all the residues of the past go away. You don't hold. You become more and more empty and pure and sensitive and available to the depth, deeper experiences of life. Deeper experience of life is not really shallow versus deep. It is like a tree of experiences. Every moment, every encounter with every being has all the components of the tree, including the depths and the heights. It depends on how available I am and how empty I am. If I have a background of you, oh, I know you, then I'm full of that background. Then I don't have enough space for encountering what you are really like. Then I will meet only that as much as I can in this moment. Yeah. So this is what I feel I want to answer like that. I hope it helps. Some friends are asking some questions. Aparna, you are asking some question from online. I will begin with this question and you will try to answer other questions if possible. You are saying, Namaste Rajee, despite seeing the truth, still there is a identification goes with my family. And if strong situations come, also when my family cheats on me or there is a injustice. I don't know if I'm using spirituality to get relief from my suffering. I don't know what is happening. Kindly help. Thank you. This is Aparna here. Even though I know who I am, still why there is so much identification happening, which in turn creates suffering. I don't like what I am doing or behaving or going through this suffering. Please help me rid me of myself. Thank you. This Aparna is a very important thing to remember. Help me rid me of myself. Because you can sense that I am the problem. Whatever I am is the only problem. Life is not a problem. If I can get rid of myself, I will be back to my inherent heaven. To focus only on this, how to get rid of yourself. Obviously, you cannot get rid of what you are originally. You can only get rid of what you are not, but you are living as that right now. For that, I would say focus more on who you are every moment in every situation. Use every situation as a trigger to bring your attention back to the basic question that who I am really, who is suffering. I want to share with you, I have practiced this at some point, that who is suffering in the middle of suffering, obviously. You cannot practice this when you are not suffering. When there is no suffering, it will be a hypothetical and conceptual question that who is suffering. You have to practice it when you are actually suffering, deep in the suffering, then experience and discover who is suffering. And you will not find who is suffering, but it changes something in you. It creates that space inside you where discovery happens. Discovery of who you are beyond the experiences and experiencer. And that is basically sort of the beginning of the end of this view, you can say. So, Aparna, it may not feel very attractive at first to the mind what I'm sharing, but this is the way. Right now, who is asking this question? Also, you can check right now who is asking this question. Are you the one who suffers? Are you the one who want to be free from itself? Just try to bring your attention. Don't make this self-inquiry a practice. If you make it a practice, it loses its power on you because it has been taken by the mind. Let it be an opportunity to shock you every day. Because who I am, in essence, is a question on your existence. Regardless of what is happening to you in your life. So if, regardless of what's happening in my life and I'm suffering and this is happening and that is happening and I reach to this state and then I lose it, regardless of all of these things, put everything aside, is it not really a valid question to ask over here? If it is not valid question, it is mainly because you don't know that you don't know yourself. So first know that you don't know yourself. Otherwise, whatever you know about yourself will be the one who is doing all this sadhana, evolution, selection of methods, teachers, teachings, isn't it? Must be very authentic and clear about what do you know. This is where I always like to begin with everybody. That tell me what exactly you know without any doubt. So Aparna, if you are saying like this, I would say better you come to that place of authenticity inside yourself where you cannot deny that knowledge which is there inside you anymore. Whatever you do, that knowledge is always there. Leave away other knowledge which has been there where you have doubt about it. One day it is there, tomorrow it is not there. Leave it. It's not knowledge, it's an experience of knowledge. Enjoy it, but don't give it value more than yourself. You are more valuable than what you know. You are fresh. Know yourself. You are fresh and unknown to you also. This freshness will make your life very rich and uh, exciting. So this is what I want to tell you, Aparna. If you want to get rid of yourself, which in this case you are saying your false self, get rid of your false knowledge, which is the sense of knowledge and separate from the knower. The true knowledge is not separate from the knower. It is the very breath of the knower, very existence of the knower. Knower and the known is same, exactly same, always, not just sometime. It's always like that. So if you, even in the depth of yourself, many of you I know now going to the very depth of yourself and knowing so many different and beautiful things, and if they change, that's not your true knowledge. Let it be, enjoy, let it go. Even you have greatest insights inside yourself, it's okay, enjoy fully, but don't start, expressing it. There is no need for that. Unless you feel very strongly in your heart, there is no need for that. Continue enjoying. There is much more than this to you inside yourself. Anything which is worth keeping is being kept by the self that you are inside yourself already. There is no maintenance. Yourself, your true self is 100% maintenance free and runs on the batteries which never exhaust. I'm just joking like this, but I mean is that there is nothing you have to do for yourself except let go of everything which goes, which can go, so that you can discover fully what cannot go. That is what is your inseparable nature. Like you cannot be further separated from it. It is like you, the truth, coming out of yourself into the field of mind and body and enjoying the world through the senses. Now, if you want to enjoy, you have to cling to the body, mind, senses. If you don't, you just let go. And you will fall into yourself without any effort. And you will discover that this is what I am. and I cannot be separated from it. And everything else that I experience, I can be separated. It is more like a attachment for the time being. So, Aparna, this is what I said, and you are saying that that's right. One moment is in, and then next moment is not. Thank you. Okay. Dhirena, you are saying when there is pain, I look and find nothing is there. But when there is pleasure, I don't look. I just enjoy. Is it okay? I feel it is okay if it is okay for you. But if you want to be free, then it is not okay. Kabir said, दुख में सुमिरन सब करें, सुख में करे न कोई. जो सुख में सुमिरन करे, तो दुख काहे को होए. Kabir said like this, that everybody remembers God or does spiritual practices in suffering. Nobody does these things when they are happy. And if you can be alert when you are happy, then why suffering will happen in the first place? This is what Kabir says. So, Dhirana, this is what I want to tell you. If you don't want to experience pain, then be absolutely alert when pleasure happens. Because we feel that, I mean, at the body level, you can say there is pleasure and pain state. And there is a state of balance in the body level, where neither you are feeling pain or pleasure. These are the three states you can find yourself. So what we call a free state of the body is a natural state of the body. Like you can say healthy or balanced state where your body energies are not leaning on any side. What we call pain is it not overusing the body capacities? Overusing, meaning like using it beyond the limits where you feel pain. It can be by accident also, like that, at the body level. And I'm sure you're not talking about the body pain, you're talking about the emotional pain inside and emotional pleasure. What is emotional pain and what is emotional pleasure? You want to be master of it or you want to be consumer of this pain and pleasure? If you want to be consumer, be ready to experience the pain after every pleasure. If you want to be master of it, then be totally alert when you experience pleasure. Don't be the consumer of it right now, it is not the time. Or if you are consuming it because you are experiencing, you are already the consumer of it. But now be the seer of it also. To explore. Like I have a very simple thing for every such a situation, that you just check what's really going on right now when you are experiencing pleasure. Like how exactly this experience of pleasure happening, where it touches you, to whom it is happening, like this. It will take care of your pain also, because the same mechanism is repeated in the pain on the other end. We were talking the other day also. It is same about, we can also call it happiness and happiness. And we discovered that actually there is no such thing as unhappiness. Anywhere. In reality, there is no such thing as unhappiness. It is absence of happiness. So let us discover what is happiness. That's where you will become free from unhappiness. Like discover why that sometimes happiness is not present inside me. You know, like not being experienced by me. Like, for that we need to discover what is happiness. Happiness is based on contraction and expansion. Happiness is the experience of expansion, which is based on contraction. And when your energies are contracting inside themselves, it is felt sometimes as sadness, sometimes as low energy, and sometimes as unhappiness. But it is felt in relation, in comparison to the happiness, that it is unhappiness, like marked as that. But if you see really, it is not separate from happiness. It is the preparation of being happy. Your body, mind, your being is preparing itself to be happy. Like contracting itself. The more you contract, the more intense happiness you can experience. For whatever reason. It can be a desire, can be anything else. A thought. Like you get caught up in some thought. You want to solve, like I know as a programmer, you want to solve some computer problem or something. You get caught up totally. Now you are contracted. And if you don't define it, actually, you can enjoy it also. Like if you don't miss your happiness, the experience of happiness is not there, and you very quickly may design, oh, my happiness is not there, means I'm unhappy right now. You are not really. There is no such thing as unhappiness actually. It's just the state of things inside you right now. That they need all of your attention and contraction to focus. Being focused is, if at all you can say, happiness. And letting go of the focus into your natural seeing state is happiness. But this is an experience which is going to be dependent on contraction. If you can see this, then it will solve the problem. This much I can say right now. It's not an easy thing, no, to read these messages and go back to the right message, because it's like one window, many messages coming one after another. You say no to no one. Thank you. I hope it will happen someday. Manu, you are saying, Pranam Bhaiya, no question, just want to say thank you. A feeling that everything answered, even I don't know the question. How wonderful it is. I mean, this is really some very beautiful feeling. That a feeling that everything answered, even if I don't know the question. This is a sense of satisfaction one feels. A real sense of satisfaction. That actually brings me to one thing which I want to share with all of you. It may help you actually. That there is so much talk happening in life nowadays about truth. But that talk obviously has to happen through concepts. And dependent on who uses those concepts, in the form of a speaker or in the form of a listener also. And as long, suppose the talk of the truth is like a like talk of the water, and our questions and the sense of discomfort inside us is like thirst. If our thirst is real, then we will not feel satisfied by the talks of the truth, talks of the water. You know? We will feel satisfied only when there is someone who has this water right now when he's speaking, and you sense it through the words. Then only you will feel little satisfied. That too little, not fully. And one example now I would want to bring here is, suppose you are sleeping and dreaming, and your body is feeling very thirsty. And now your mind will create dream of going to a water lake, going to your fridge, or somebody giving you water, and you are drinking. I have also experienced this. No? I think everybody has experienced it somewhere. And you kind of feel your thirst has been fulfilled for one moment, and then after a few moments again you go into the same rut, and that mind creates some nice experience, nice dream, and you get lost in bed and forget your thirst, and again come back like that. It goes on like this until the point where it's like there's a breaking point here that you wake up actually. Like, oh, I have to actually drink the water. Then you go into the kitchen and drink the water. It is same about waking up. This thirst is inside you, thirst for truth, for knowing who you are, for being who you are, or for living what you are, or what life is. And mind is creating dreams. Like, continuously. Being in this satsang is also part of the dream in one sense. But when your thirst is strong, then you come to a meeting like this, not to a meeting where concepts are discussed. And you feel a bit quenched, like you feel like it's kind of nice. And again, when you go out of it, the dream will again take over. That dream is a sense of knowledge, sense of progress, sense of doer, so on. Everything included in that. And like this, it will continue. Now at least you know that there's nobody really keeping you bound. It's just you inside yourself who want to know the truth, plus who want to know other things also. Who want to experience the truth, but also want to experience other things. Those other things are part of your ego state, can be experienced only in your ego state. And like this, you want to save your ego state for saving, which is perfectly okay. But I just wanted to let you know that there is nobody who is keeping you bound. It is your very decision, your very choice. This is a choice you can make to go back to your heart or to continue playing. It is fine. No, there is no question here. Anybody? Doing fine? Yeah. I mean, this meeting can be only as effective as you want it to be. This is not a place to be a meditator here. You have to open up. Because it's not a meditation class where we can just sit quietly and go home. It is a time to to challenge what I'm saying, or let this satsang be challenge you also, like in whatever way possible, so that whatever is false in me and hiding can be exposed. In fact, that is the way to come to your natural state, to your true state, because your true state is not absent; it is just not given value in the presence of some false state, which we are giving value to. That has to be exposed as false state, mind state, thinking, beliefs, sense of knowledge, sense of identity. All of this has to be exposed. You can actually speak, I think, because everybody looks like can hear.
It's really great to be back here. Since the last time I met you in Goa, more value. Spontaneously, things have been happening where my mind, in the form of others as well, has been trying to make an identity. In the sense that being pulled into, but this is powerless, what you speak of and how you behave. What is this almost like blasphemous behavior? You have to take responsibility and you have to manifest and do something. And somewhere it caused confusion for a while and pain. And then there was almost a spontaneous realization that, well, I have to be grateful for this as well, because it showed me where in myself maybe I require approval, or I'm doubting the that it's not my will. So, or when I'm taking ownership of that will. So I just wanted to share that.
This is nice. I want to say to you, Pallavi, one thing, that life is made of two parts. And when I say life, I mean you. Life is made of two parts. One is the stillness, your existence, as it. I mean, generally I am speaking, not so much like a technical spiritual concept. So one part is stillness, your existence. One is expression of it. What we know as ourselves in the ego state is one expression. The deeper expression is what we know ourselves as the heart. Right. When the truth that you are, the being that you are, is done with expressing itself as the ego, it will express itself as the self, as the heart. It is neither of the expressions, it is beyond both expressions. So you are neither an awakened being nor an awakened being actually. Knowing this is probably can be called the awakened state. That I am none of my expressions. So even this expression of feeling rich and wow, or this expression that oh, it's not a good thing. Both are your expressions. It is more like when you start waking up, and many expressions also come in the form of even verbal expressions and energies and so on. It's more like clearing up the space so that the divine presence that you are can start expressing itself more and more. It's all about expressing. I really want to say, if it makes sense to, or maybe it hits any one of you in the heart, that all it takes for you to wake up is that start speaking from your self. For that, you have to stop speaking from your mind. But you do speak still. That's what I mean. Don't be quiet. Don't feel shy. It is mind feeling shy that, oh my God, I will present myself as somebody who don't know anything. What will happen to my image? No, let yourself speak. You will really feel very sweet. Your sweetness of your being will speak to you now. And it will clean everything, burn everything, enlighten everything, including the mind and body. So this is something very nice, I feel. Rest, nothing is necessary. All is happening by itself. Just avoid speaking from sense of knowledge or ego. Yes, and also speak. Find some space like this, maybe. Because talking to other seekers of truth doesn't help so much because we get again into the mind state where we have sense of knowledge. Because whatever we speak, the other gives us responsibility that, hey, you said this, so you prove it now. Then we get into trouble. Here, this space is just you speak like a song, your heart. In reality, it doesn't have any meaning, neither what you are saying nor what I am saying. We are the meaning of life. All the meaning of life is in the knower of life, in the knower of meaning. It is projected by the knower. It is not there in what it sees or knows. You know? So you can find any meaning you want. But you are the truth, not what you see, what you express, what you say. So don't get involved too much in what you say, even including the sense of trouble. It's just a sense of trouble right now. So it's good like this. Shyam, and you were asking, Rajee, does the I thought or feeling disappear when you discover yourself? It sometimes feels like I am waiting for this to dissolve. I would say to you, Shyam, and to everybody like this, that don't wait for anything to dissolve or complete or finish. Explore everything as it is right now. So this is also a belief in the mind coming from your past that the I thought has to dissolve. And also the belief that there is a I thought. Explore what is this I thought and where exactly it is and who is finding this I thought. And you will be surprised actually. It was your agreement to yourself that there is a I thought and I have to, it has to dissolve until then I cannot declare myself free. When you look into it, you find none of them is true. Neither they have to dissolve, nor there is anything which can dissolve. What moves inside you will continue moving. What doesn't move has never moved. What will dissolve in what? I thought is a function that happens every time you think, every time you express. It has to be referred as somebody speaking, although there is really no one speaking. Just for practical uses, I thought can be used. Although it is not like a hanger, like hovering in your head. It is more like a name you have given to yourself when you speak to other people. When you speak to the other called you, like that. But what is the reality of this I thought? Or feeling also, as you say. Because I understand there is a I thought and there is a feeling of I also. Inside, feeling of me also inside. I understand it is there. But the more important question to ask is that who is who is finding this I thought there or the feeling of me there? Is it not you? And who are you? Because you cannot be I thought. You are waiting for it to dissolve. Who are you? Would it not be more appropriate to discover who are you, explore who are you, even in the presence of this I thought? So right now you are giving value to the I thought, not to who you are. You can actually give value to who you are, and that will cover everything. You may even experience dissolution of I thought. You may not experience. You may just find it absent from the view. So Shyam, this is what I want to tell you. Jenny, you are saying something? Rajee, it is so clear that all is a dream. Yet at times it seems I am in the dream and the dream is real, like something forgets. Then somehow it is recognized again and nothing is happening. Can you please comment on this? Yes. I feel that there are different stages of, you can say, of a being when it is waking up. It wakes up to the fact that all is a dream. From the state where it takes everything as reality. But Jenny, I want to tell you, everything is neither real nor a dream. It is what it is. It is what you take it. It is how you take it. So, who is living this reality as the reality or the reality as the dream is the one to be held responsible for what it is experiencing, not what is happening around you. What is happening around you is such a mystery, which you neither can call reality nor dream. And I invite Jenny to you to explore this. Because it is not dream. Like it is just one way of expressing that all is a dream. It's not. And even if it is a dream, it is not your dream. It is dream of God. And you must explore and discover who you are. I want to invite everybody, Jenny, you right now, and everybody like this, to invite you into this place of innocence inside you, which is pure intelligence and capacity of seeing in the immediacy of this moment. Without knowing anything, what do you know? You still know something actually. That's what I'm trying to point out. without defining anything in a certain way, whether it is dream or reality, you still see everything as it is. This is the true view of life, you can say. Here you don't really need to convert anything into anything. Then the one who is lost in the dream is part of the dream. Is not outside of the dream. And that is which is outside of the dream has always been outside of the dream, has never entered the dream. So it is that entity which lives in the dream, experience, or you living through that, is experiencing sometimes dream as a reality and sometimes dream as dream. Just care about who you are. It will solve everything. Because out is outside of yourself is the expression of life, like a tree coming out of the roots, manifestation. Inside yourself is the core of it, the roots of it. The true knowledge can happen only at the roots, not at the branches. It can happen, but it will take a long time, and even then you will have to come back to the roots to know. So why don't we go straight to the roots rather than hopping onto the branches and leaves for a long time and then coming to the roots? I want to really offer this to all of you right now, that if I don't say what is happening right now in this room, then what is happening? Let's not call it a session. Let's not call it a meeting. But still, we all are here, isn't it? I do acknowledge actually that all of you are here. I mean, if I can use such a language, that I cannot get rid of you right now. Like, I cannot avoid seeing you or being with you right now. This is how I am finding myself. And same for you also, by the way. Although at any point of time you may decide or feel to walk out of this room, it is okay. But right now it has not happened. So what's happening right now? Who are you and who I am? And what is all of this? Can we not look at it like this? Just for one moment. Like, we really need to have knowledge to see the truth of this moment? I don't feel so. We don't need any knowledge to see the truth of this moment. Rather, knowledge is going to be like a transparency in front of a light source, like a projector. It's only going to be projected on what you are seeing, and you will see what you want to see, not what is here. You know? Can I invite all of you also? I just trying to make best use of this time with all of you. Is there anything which is not dependent on the past right now? Of course, I'm not talking about something spiritual or conceptual. In reality, right now, experientially, is there anything which does not depend on past? Meaning you don't need to refer to the past and still it is here. A very powerful statement, I feel, Rama Maharshi shared one time, that let what come, come, let what goes, go. You just see what remains. Can we also not do it right now? Let what come, come. Inside you, feeling comes, thought comes, let it come. It goes, let it go. You care more about what remains, meaning what is not coming and going. There is something inside you which is not coming and going. Rest is coming and going. It is possible. It is very much possible to discover this. It is your identification with this body and mind that you are feeling like this. That how can I know this? You can actually. You are the light after all. You are not really body and mind only. Jenny, you are, Shyam, you say thank you. Jenny, you are saying, I hear you so deeply. Wow, thank you. I think this is last half an hour of this meeting. So everybody use it well. If you have anything to say. Oh yeah, you wanted to say. Yes, please.
Yeah. So I'm here in this room or in state of mind. Is this happened to me? Was there a past life? Is this resulting this situation because of my past life? And the karma
Maybe.
the karma theory.
So why you are asking this question right now when I have invited all of you to explore this moment? Can you connect this to what I'm sharing right now? It's a different thing. Oh. Then again, I will invite you to come back here and explore what is here. Because I want to ask you one simple question. Do you want second-hand knowledge or first-hand knowledge? If you want first-hand knowledge, explore what is this and know who you are. If you want second-hand knowledge, then you ask me question and I will still use it to point to the truth. I will not really give you any knowledge. I don't want to. Because knowledge is the experience of knowledge. It's not something like once defined, nothing can be changed about it. It's not true like this. You are the truth, and what you experience is the depth of life of your own existence in so many different ways, which is a mystery, vast mystery. Whatever you say may be valuable for those who have not known the truth yet, but it doesn't mean that it is something to be frozen forever. Stay open and free. Like so maybe you are right that there is something called past life and karmas, and based on that you have come here. But would you like to talk about it or would you like to know it really? This is my question. I prefer to know it really. And there is no other way to know it really unless you know yourself. Because what you are talking about is maybe a much deeper functioning of existence, which is only accessible and available to those who have gone into the depth of their own existence within themselves. Unless, until then, it will be more like a verbal discussion and conceptual talk and so on. I feel you are much more sincere than that. You deserve much more than this. Isn't it like? I mean, talking and listening is our natural state, like a natural expression. So it is okay to talk, but not taking it too seriously. Nothing can be greater than you, the speaker, or the listener. And you are free. Your expression will refine and you will speak more and more. So what you speak, how it can be more valuable than what you are. And let us not give so much value to concept talks and so on. In this group, this is one of the differences also that I encourage everybody to look really right now into what you are and what is the truth of this moment or anything that you speak basically, rather than encouraging you to take away something which you think as the answer, valuable answer to the question that you have. Because it has many problems in this. First of all, you will believe that your question is valuable. Secondly, you will take my answer as a burden or as a block, which will actually kind of engage your capacity of seeing and will disable you in some way to see clearly. I want to encourage everybody to see from their own eyes, from the inner sense of yourself. That what's happening right now. And I want to tell you, you have capacity to actually see the truth of this moment. It's just that don't bring any images. That, hey, I'm walking in the park and I don't see the truth. How do you know you don't see the truth? I can challenge my life on it. You see the truth right now. Prove me that you don't see it. How can you prove it? Except you are believing that you know what is truth and the image of truth and it is not matching with it right now. That's all. let go of the image and enter into the truth, which is always in this park nearby us. I would like to believe that truth is in the park. Because when we are in our false state, let's say, we feel struggle and suffocation, and and we believe that what the truth, the knowledge of truth or darshan of truth will make me free. Like this, we believe, which is actually true up to some extent. But we also carry the image of the truth which we have never seen. That is not true. That is not okay. Be innocent and free from knowledge. You will be able to see the truth.
I think in the last few meetings I've had with you, it has been very transformative and things are stabilizing within. Yet the constant feeling is always here that I don't know. And since the meeting, the merging with the not knowing state is slowly seem to be becoming comfortable. But yet there is a concept of truth that has been formed, and as you challenge right now that how can it be proven wrong that it is not here? So is there a distance between this concept I have created and the present isness? So could you please help me eliminate it?
Yes. The difference here is that thisness of life is not like it is present right now only. It is present wherever you go, whatever you do. Yet, what you are experiencing right now inside yourself is like a circle of energy that has been created inside you, which is containing a certain image or thought or a feeling. And it is being maintained by you because value is given to it. It is valuable, so you are protecting it somehow. You are not letting it dissolve in this mess of life. If you don't do anything about anything inside yourself, everything will be dissolved into this mess of life after it has served its purpose. You're not given any job really to do, except be ready to enjoy the roller coaster ride of landing into yourself. It is a roller coaster ride in the beginning. Like it feels like you may scream sometime because it's kind of a free fall, like an experience only, it's not a reality. But all what is happening is that your attention is just falling back into yourself. And there will be many stages you will go through. Don't give the value to them. Don't maintain. Don't hold. Don't protect anything. Truth does not need to be protected, or also it doesn't need to be maintained. You only have to have this much courage or kind of alertness to see that you're not holding on to anything. Only this much. Let every day be a new day for you, because it is actually. But we know, like I was just now actually before coming to meeting, I was talking to Marty that it is how amazing it is that we all have only life of one day, and we don't know this. And I want to explain to you. We don't really have any control in the dream state, in the sleep state. All the control that we have is in the waking state only. So this is why I'm saying day, not night. We don't have a one day night, but only one day. Our stay on earth is only one day package. Every day it is renewed, and without any guarantee that it will be renewed actually. Every day actually all the energies are surrendered to the deeper reality that you are, from where this body, mind, and its sense of identity arises every morning. Yet somehow there is a circle of energy inside which forms a sense of identity, which in this case seeks truth, tries to purify, tries to improve and try to maintain also. So if you are ready to surrender yourself when you are in the night, you are ready to wake up as a new being in the morning. And like this, you will know that, first of all, what wakes up in the morning is always new. It's not the same guy waking up every day. And also there is something which does not wake up, which is just there. That is your different truth. Both are your truth. But you must know the nature of things like this. That whatever you know, experience, accumulate in the whole waking state is to be surrendered to the night, to the sleep, to the source. And otherwise, it will form a circle. In the morning, it will pick up. And that circle is called ego. Otherwise, there is really no continuity of life except one day given to you every day. Use it well. I know it may look very weird actually what I'm saying, but it's true actually. I'm sure you can understand. Yeah, but do you feel it's good? Yeah. Whatever is happening in the waking state, just don't forget it is going to end in the night. You are safe. You will not get into traps of attachments and anything like that. You will not become too serious about life. I mean, if this much has become clear to you, you have started becoming free from the circle of birth and death. Morning is birth, night is death. Actually, it is literally so, not conceptually. I'm sharing. You will know this. That night is actually death. Like you have no control to even send an email to God that, hey God, I want to wake up in the same day, same place, on the same bed next morning. No option given like this. Is it not like that? But this looks like a conceptual thing. It is an illusion. You see or don't see. You don't see, keep searching, keep thinking, keep exploring, keep knowing, accumulating, improving, or you see simply. Let it strike you hard. That what value my life has if it is just one day at the max 16 hours? Every time I have only 16 hours left. Why do you need to be so seriousness about it? You can be actually like this, playful, because you are beyond it. If you are not beyond it, it will be such a loss. You will feel feeling suffocated and like devastated. But because you are beyond it, it is such a relief for you. So it is your attachment to your waking state and its activity which makes it more real than it actually is, as I have shared. And that is the cause of you not coming home and discovering who you are. Be free from this waking state, you are free. Right. Answer is good. Okay. Daizan, you are saying, hello Raji, if you find a moment, could you talk little about the idea of enlightenment versus true freedom? Because it is seen for many years now how the insecurity of the false one never wants to accept simplicity of being and how human expression is always less than ideas how it should be. Thank you. Yes, Dajan, it's a very good question. I feel I love to talk about it. The true freedom is basically freedom from past, let's say like this. Or freedom from memory of life, you can say like this, to be more, or it's like all-inclusive statement. Because life is made of two things. One is the experience which is happening right now, and one is the memory of it, which happened before and is maintained somewhere inside us. Which also you can say past life or memory of past life, even past day, past week, month, year, decade, like this. So the true freedom basically is being free from the memory of life and coming to the life where life is happening right now. But at the same time, this memory of life is so useful for living as a human being because this memory is what we call training, conditioning, how to drive a car, how to talk to people, how to write a letter, and so on. All of this is conditioning only, training, imprints in the consciousness. This is what is mind. Mind is pure intelligence with imprints in it. That's what we call intellect. So freedom basically is a freedom from memory, but not by removing it, finding some psychological acid and throwing it in the mind. Not like this. Seeing that it is just memory. When you see that it is just memory, you definitely start waking up to the value you give to what is happening right now, because you are missing life right now by thinking about what happened. Like, it is okay to think about it because if it is part of your day-to-day life, like working in the office or doing something like this. But how much? There are so many days, so many times, even weekends, or so many times in the day when you are free and having a cup of tea. Now, why you need to remember so many things that happened in the past? Unless you are working from the home or something, you can now actually be free and available to this moment. And when you are free from memory of living life, you enter into the living of life, which is actually happening right now, which is the vibration of truth, actually, vibration of God. All of you right now carrying that vibration. Combined together, we are this life. And I feel it, I see it. And I feel so excited to be in this life consciously right now. That I feel so much respect and love for all of you. Not because I know you, but just because I feel that you are existence. I am existence, like this. And like this, if one can come back here, one can one does start living fully what is happening right now, without any restrictions one imposes on it, without any resistance to it anyway. And that is what enables you also to discover what is not happening. Because there are two things right now. One is happening, one is there but not happening. This is your deeper reality, is there but not happening. Both are already always here. Just you are not here. Be free from memory by giving less value to it, and that's all. So this I will say true freedom. Rest is if enlightenment, if it is not an idea for you, based in the memory, which is based on something you spoke, you heard from somebody, or you read from in some book or something. Is enlightenment, true enlightenment, let's say, is true enlightenment not a freedom even from the idea of enlightenment into the simplicity of this life, this moment, where you cannot divide yourself from anything, actually. For that you have to do something really. There's something is believing that I'm not enlightened right now. Now you will have to become enlightened. That becoming enlightened is actually becoming unenlightened. You were already enlightened before you started believing this idea. You just did not have interest in discovering who you are. That's all. Now you have. But now when you have interest in discovering who you are, there is no need to carry any ideas about it. Your very existence is more than sufficient. It has all the tools to discover who you are. Inside yourself, not outside. To discover inside, not outside. Enjoy your life outside without touching the memory. You will feel such an intense experience of life every day. Very powerful experiences because we are available. Life is pure energy and we do experience it like this. And you say accepting the simplicity of being. I mean, we cannot accept the simplicity of being unless we let go of the ideas we have about the being, the greatness of the being. A being has to be a great being to be enlightened, a great enlightened being. You are that great enlightened being. I want to tell you this. You are just not discovering enough. You are not just exploring inside and out. You are thinking about it. Don't think, explore. Don't think, feel, live and see. And you will know that you are that great enlightened being. What will make it being enlightened, if not the direct experience of itself, inside itself, direct experience of truth? Does a awakened being, enlightened being, has to have any knowledge in order to be called an enlightened being? No, not at all. If this is the desire of life, everything like this will happen. If it is not desire of life, it will not happen. I will be seen as a dumb, knowing nothing, but totally blissful and peaceful with myself. So do you think that when a teacher speaks, it is the teacher who knows anything? That teacher is not separate from life anymore. Life knows everything and decides to speak like a teacher sometimes. And also decides to speak like a student sometimes. Joy. It is the joy of life to talk. Life likes to talk actually. But nothing serious about it. Don't take it too seriously. Value more what you are. I hope guys, then I have answered it in some way. Jenny, you are saying so unspeakably beautiful. Tears of gratitude in this. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Marina K, you are saying how direct you speak. Oh, OMG. It just cuts through straight. Thank you. Yes, truth is right here now, and not, I cannot not prove this. Thank you. Yes. Like who need to prove that this is truth or not? What is not true? Truth does not need to prove itself. And who will prove it? The false will try to prove that whether it is true or not. How? The false, the mind, the memory of living does not have any idea of what is truth. You don't need any idea of what is truth. You already have truth. You already are truth. So you have this idea only. So then this is a mismatch. That's why we are missing the truth, the obviousness of life. It is so obvious to know the truth actually. And probably that's why we are missing it. That it is so obvious. It doesn't give you a challenge to the sense of doer. That hey, I'm not doing anything. How can I just become free? Okay, then do something. And then again come back to the same point where you will not do anything and know the truth. It is all about exhausting your sense of knowledge, sense of doer, or understanding the value of truth. Like having some clarity that this cannot be achieved in this way. There has to be something totally different. It is something different. Like to not miss the obviousness of life, you really need something radical, like a radical way of looking at it. Only radical way of looking at it, which by the way is present inside you always. Let go of all the ways of looking at it in a special way, and you will acquire your natural way of looking at it and will discover what you are. This is a surrender. This is a surrender. You can surrender your sense of knowledge to your inherent divine innocence inside you, and let it be, let it reveal everything. This is how it happens actually. Truth cannot be reduced into some block of knowledge, which you can carry next moment. You will lose if you achieve anything which which you try to protect. But the knower of truth remains in the next moment. And as you explore that, you will know the deeper truth. That truth which cannot be known separate from the knower, and yet it is called the deepest truth, the truth that you are, not the truth that you know, inseparable from you. Yes, Aparna, you are saying this is Aparna here. No? Yes, I kind of forgot. Very nice, Aparna, that even that you could connect with this. I think it is good time to end this meeting. If anybody has anything quickly to say, and otherwise we end this meeting now. I felt very happy with this, in being with all of you actually. I don't know how it was for you. Because I don't have any agenda like we are going to meet every day or every week or anything. That's why I want to thank you all right now. Also, I want to actually thank Vikram for inviting us into this beautiful, like providing this beautiful space, and also Prajot, Mahima, and Miriam for arranging this meeting. Thank you, beloved. I thank you all on behalf of all of us actually, that this space could not be uh, like this without your support or your love. You wanted to say something?
No, I wanted to say it's the first time I'm attending a meeting like this. I've seen YouTube things, and I really, really very good. Thank you.
Life is actually very, very simple when we don't carry a sense of knowledge. Then we can rejoice together and laugh together, like we here right now. That's all it takes to wake up. It doesn't take much more than this. I'm very happy also to meet you. Okay, then thank you everyone.